This is a chair yoga class special made for my friend Bertha Purnell. Bertha, I wore a very special shirt for you. Are you ready? What? You know what that unicorn's telling you? Let it all go. Farts are welcome in yoga. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to move to my chair. And because my body is built with really short legs, my feet are not reaching all the way to the ground. So that leaves my legs dangling, which puts a lot of pressure on my knees. And 48 years of that, I will say, has taken its toll. So as I adjust this screen so that you can see the bottom half of my body, you can see it, that's not going to work. So I'm going to get some books to put under there so that my feet are resting on the floor. One question. Just leave it, no, leave it in the car. Okay, so I'm going to take my box here and support my feet. Now, this is going to look different for everybody, right? Where you're going to need to make your adjustments. But what you're looking to have is 90-degree angles between so that your ear is sitting over your shoulder's always sitting over your hip, and when you're seated, you've got a nice 90-degree angle. This leg is straight out, and your foot, this bottom half of your leg is, so the femur, the thigh bone is coming straight out, and the calf bone here and the shin and the calf are this way, okay? Straight down, and the feet are supported. Bertha doesn't mind if I trip over my words. She's my pal. All right, so we're going to get started here, but I just wanted to give that little precursor. It's really important to set up your body. So I shift my hips all the way to the back of the chair so I have good support. I roll my shoulders back. I make sure my ear is right over my shoulder. My feet, as you saw, are supported on this box. And I'm ready to go. This position of the hands is called Anjali Mudra. And there's some, in the system of yoga, the language that we use is called Sanskrit. And Sanskrit is an ancient language that is thought to just the sound of the language have beneficial effects on the body and the heart and the mind. So I'm not great with Sanskrit, but I will throw it in here and there because the sound of it is supposed to be part of the practice here. And you can learn more about that by Googling it or whatever. Okay, so here we are. Anjali Mudra, prayer position for the hands. I already can start to feel my muscles activate in my trunk when I press my hands together. So I'm going to press down on my box with my feet and feel my legs engage a little. And you can see floppy legs, engaged legs. You can even see my trunk lift up because I just start to squeeze into my glutes a little bit. Press my hands together. I can feel the underside of my arm strengthen and engage, and I feel my shoulders going down. So as I press my feet down, I want to feel my head lifting up. Do you see all that lift? That's what you can do by squeezing your glutes, pressing your feet down, and trying to grow your head up to the ceiling. Meanwhile, I'm pressing into my hands and my shoulders are coming down. I'm going to hold this for 5 breaths while I watch my thoughts pass by and try to let them just go without attaching onto them. So this is watching my breathing, noticing it coming in and out through the nose, a little bit of muscle engagement, nothing hard, just gently pressing the feet, pressing the hands, growing my body tall. Close my eyes, close my lips, and breathe as slowly as I can for 5 rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale. So we'll do that together. I open my eyes. Those were my 5 breaths. Years might have been slower, years might have been longer. I was a smoker, so my breath capacity is permanently changed from that, and I am not able to breathe as deeply as folks who never smoked. So you may say, I only was through 3 breaths, no problem. Pause the video, try 5. Your breath capacity, because I've been doing pranayama breathing practices for 5-6 years every day, might be a little less than mine. That's okay too. You may have asthma. You may have, and now I'm talking to everybody. This is really for Bertha, but just pay attention to your own breath. You're going to try to do 5 breaths. So, and you're still here in this position. After your breaths, sometimes at that point, after we practice our breathing and sort of get the body set, we begin to breathe. Then in the course of that breathing, we start to develop our intention for the practice. Now, you may come into practice on any given day and be like, I know what I need. I need to relax. Or I know what I need. I need a pep. I'm a little sluggish today. Or I know what I need. I need to let go of anger or frustration or whatever. You may slide into yoga. A lot of days I already know what I need. But sometimes I don't. And so in that breath, that little voice inside of you has space to kind of come up and tell you what your intention should be. If that doesn't, and so you find your word, an image, it could be a color, it could whatever it is. But we like to have an intention, one to because intentions are beautiful and they help us, but also so that when you're practicing and you start to get feelings, any kind of feelings come up, or you start to get distracted, or you start to get discouraged or whatever, you can go back to your word to help you get back to your center. Sometimes I don't come in with a word or an intention, and the intention does not emerge while I'm breathing. When that's the case, I always just ask for presence. Can I be present to this moment? Present. Okay, so here I am, pressing my hands. I'm tall. I've done my breathing. My intention for today, I'll just make it presence, is to just be present, which is hard when you're recording a video. So I'm going to try. I like to do 3 breaths in once my intention is there. Again, in this position, pressing a little bit into the hands because I'm starting to engage my muscles. Sitting up nice and tall by squeezing a little bit into the pelvic floor, that sort of area where the glutes are and the genitals and all of that. You can kind of squeeze and that helps you to lift up. Lowering my shoulders, growing my neck long, pressing into the heels. We're going to do 3 breaths with that intention of whatever yours is today or presence. Beautiful. And now let's start to move. And your breath guides your movement. So today, my breath's going to guide my movement. Yours might be a little different than mine. That is okay. So I will, generally speaking, when we breathe in, something lifts up. When we breathe out, something goes down. When we go down and breathe out, it can be helpful to vocalize. But with yoga, we always want to be breathing through the nose all the time. That's for another video. So you might hum on your way down. The act of using your voice can actually help you control the movement, get more muscle going, and control the breath. So that little bit of, that we call it glottal, that's at the level of the larynx engagement, can help modulate the breath and help the physics of your trunk control. A lot of heady stuff, but all you need to know is up is breathing in, down is breathing out, and feel free to add a little hum to it. Okay, so we're going to start by bringing the arms out wide. Spread your fingers wide. When you do that, you'll feel the underside of your arm start to strengthen. Can you see mine go? Whoop, there it goes. Press into your feet, grow real tall, squeeze that pelvic floor. Very nice, shoulders are down. Good, we're going to breathe in and lift up. Try to keep your shoulders down. Don't let them come up. Let them stay down and just the arms are coming up. Good. Breathe out with a hum. Bring your hands to your heart. Pressing those palms together. 2 more like that. We're going to spread out wide. Lower the shoulders. Press your feet. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Grow that neck long. Spread your fingers wide. Breathe in. Lift up. Shoulders stay down, Jody. Breathe out and hum. Hands come down. the beauty of practicing at home. You can hum as much as you want, right? One more. Hands out. Press your feet. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Feel that lift your ribs long. Shoulders come down. Fingers are wide. Neck is long. Breathe in. Hum down. Very nice. Extend those arms again. Find all your points of contact and that link through the middle. Shoulders coming down. We're going to breathe in. And then on the way out, we're going to stretch to the side. So grab onto the side of your chair. My hips are big, so I have to sort of get my hand in there. And you may have a chair with a arm. That's probably a good idea. Pressing down, lift up and over on your out. Little stretch. Now look what happened. My shoulders want to go up. I'm going to stay here and breathe. Lower my shoulders. Every breath in, I'm going to try to find a little lift. Both sides. This side too. A little lift up. And every breath out, I might go a little deeper. But the deepness is not. It's the stretch. Just feel it. Breathe in. Maybe bring the shoulder back in space towards the back of the room. And then breathe out. Feel this hip press down as you just open a little more. Awesome. Let's go back to the middle. Breathe in. Lift up. The shoulders are down. And breathe out. We're coming to the other side. I got to shift these juicy hips over. Press the hand onto the side. I'm going to breathe in again, lifting up, keeping the shoulder nice and low. Squeeze the belly button back to the spine. And breathe out. I'm going to come on over. Uh-oh, shoulders. They want to go up. Just keep being mindful of those shoulders, bringing them down. Again, on my breath in, I will press my feet. Press now this hip and find a little stretch up. And on my breath out, I will continue to press in and feel everything go over to the side. Shoulders down. Maybe take one breath to bring that shoulder a little bit back in space. Oh, and then breathing in, I'm going to lift up. And breathing out, hum it down. All right, so we've done our side stretch. Now we're going to do a little twist. So again, the hands come out wide. Press down on your feet. Squeeze your pelvic floor, grow tall. Shoulders come down. Fingers wide. Back of the head is lifting up. Beautiful. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out. We're going to twist. So bring this one arm to the outside of the opposite leg and just grab the back of the chair with the other arm. Okay, look what happened. My body went over here. I'm going to stack it back up, and that is a big twist. So that might be enough. But if you want to continue to just build this, again, on your inhale, press your feet down, press your bottom down, and lift from the heart while the shoulders come down. Breathe in. And then breathe out. You might just turn the neck to look. Good. Breathe in. Roots your feet down to make you grow taller. Pull the belly button back to the spine. Breathing out. Turns the neck. And maybe the torso just a little bit more. But don't crank. Go really slow with this. Okay, let's do 2 more breaths like that. Breathe in. Get tall and root to the ground. And breathe out. Turn just a little bit more. One more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Slowly unwind from this. So breathe in, release the hands, and slowly turn back. And breathe out. You know what we're doing. Hum it down. Good. Take a moment to feel that. And we'll do it again. Spreading the fingers wide. Take your time to set up your position before you move. Always in yoga. The most important thing is the alignment. So press your feet. Make sure your shoulders are right over your hips. Your ears are right over your shoulders. Tuck the chin a little bit. Press your feet. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Feel your ribs grow a little bit. Bring the shoulders down. Bring the belly button back in because you might start to overarch. We want to keep it straight. Beautiful. And now you're ready to go. Inhale. Lift the arms up slowly like you're gathering up. Summoning all the love in the world. And exhale, turn it now for the twist on the other side. So the opposite arm to the opposite leg. And we're grabbing onto the back of the chair. The shoulders want to come up. Don't let them. Just bring them down. Okay, press your feet, squeeze your pelvic floor, lift with the shoulders going nice and down. Breathe in. Breathing in, long spine. Breathing out, us looking over that shoulder. And we do 3 more breaths right here. Every inhale grows you tall and roots you to the ground. And every exhale, you use that space to just look over the shoulder a little bit more, or even think about looking over the shoulder a little more. Keep those shoulders going down. 2 more breaths. Squeeze your pelvic floor, pull the navel back to the spine. Find a balance of effort and ease here. 1 more breath. Okay, and then coming out is slow. So release your arms, inhale. Lift it right back to the front. Exhale with your hum. Oh, I feel good, okay. We're gonna just move on to the legs for a couple of poses here to start to get them active. You can feel your spine, your arms. Take a moment to just notice how stretched out everything is feeling. Maybe a little trembly from effort, and that shake is okay. Just make sure that you're balancing effort and ease. There's Sanskrit for that, I just can't remember it right now. All right, so I struggle with chair yoga with these short, stubby little legs of mine. Beautiful, strong, short and stubby legs. I'm working on self-love here. Okay, so because of that, you're gonna see me make some adjustments to serve my body. If you've got legs that reach to the floor, you're not going to need to do what I'm doing. But I'm going to scoot my bottom towards the front of the chair. Really, actually, I'm going to try not to do that so I can show you what this looks like. What we're going to do is try to just get the legs a little bit open here. Actually, if I do this, it's not so bad. So here's my nice open legs, okay? So now my feet actually do hit the floor when I bring them off to the side like that. My toes are facing out. Let me go ahead and focus on the bottom half of my body here. So my toes are facing out. My bottom is all the way back against the back of the chair. I'm rolling my shoulders back and I'm pressing down on my feet, okay? So from here, I'm going to elevate my computer so you can see a little bit better. Okay. I'm going to press down on my feet and I feel right away the backs of my legs. Now this may be too open for you. That's okay. You can come any amount that feels good. One of the really important lessons of yoga is learning the difference between sensation and pain. Sharp is pain and we never move into it. Duller can be sensation, but you really want to make sure that you're just moving close to in sensation and really staying far away from pain. If anything is painful, you do not do it in yoga. All right, so here I go, here. Okay, I'm gonna start to press into my feet. Now I'm gonna inhale, open my arms up wide, pressing into the feet. Exhale, I'm gonna lift into, okay, so I'm pressing into the feet. I'm gonna inhale, open. Exhale, I'm gonna come into what we call cactus arms. Okay, so the hands can face forward to start. As you press through your feet, press through the feet, lift from the spine. We're going to inhale, bring your arms back in space, shine your heart forward. Maybe even let the head tilt back slightly. Exhale, keeping as long as you can with the shoulders down. We're going to bring those arms forward. You're pressing in your feet. You're squeezing your pelvic floor nice and tall, coming as close as you can to touching. But if you don't get all the way there, don't worry about it. Keeping the shoulders down. Inhale, we'll open and lift that heart again. You can arch here, that's totally okay, but squeeze your pelvic floor, squeeze your belly button back and up so that you don't overarch. Open the throat. And exhale, we'll slowly bring it back again. Your fingers are wide, your feet are pressing, you're squeezing your pelvic floor, and you're coming as close as you can to touching with the shoulders down. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, open it up, lift the heart. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, open. And exhale forward. Awesome. Inhale, let the arms come on up. And exhale, hum it down. Very nice. Okay, let's straighten one leg. So pick a leg, any leg, and you're going to straighten the leg here. So I see how I shift it up to get that space. Now for me, my legs are very short. So I need to come to the front of the chair so that I don't feel it on this part of my thigh. But you, if your legs are longer, might be able to get in there. The position we want is we want this knee facing forward and this knee facing off to the side. Okay? For me, I can't quite reach the ground, but you should have a good stable foot. If not, put something under, put the block back under, okay? Now, if you can see, my toes are sort of facing forward here too, okay? Now, from here, I want to press on the outside of my foot and press on the toe of my front foot. So the outside edge, the pinky side on this leg and the toe side on this leg. Okay, and from here, we're going to inhale, squeeze. Oh, look what happened. I came forward. Make sure that your heart is right over your hips, your shoulders over the hips, ear over the shoulder. Extend the arms long. This is called Warrior 2. And it feels awesome. Okay, it should feel awesome. So we're moving the middle fingers away from each other. You can feel how that makes the underside of my arm kind of squeeze up. My shoulders are down. I pull the belly button. You can feel it going back towards the spine, okay? And then as the shoulders are down, the head's trying to grow long. Okay, look over that middle finger on this side and see what you want. Breathe it in and take it in. Now, this one can be more challenging, see what you need to let go of. Breathe in, breathe out and let it go. Okay, you should be getting tired, and you probably are. So we're going to breathe in, reach a little bit forward, up, and come on back. Breathe out. Awesome. Breathe in, bring both arms up, and breathe out, back to the middle. So we're going to do that a few more times. Breathe in, reach forward. Breathe out, reach back. Shoulders down. Breathe in, both arms up, and breathe out, both arms down. Take a moment here before we do two more. Press the outside edge of that foot, this foot, the toe on the front foot. Reach the middle fingers away from each other. Lower your shoulders. Pull your belly button back towards your spine. Take a breath here. And we'll flow through two more sets moving here. So breathe in, go forward. And up, and breathe out, start to go back. Breathe in, bring both arms up. And breathe out, bring it back down. One more, breathe in, forward. Breathe out, come on up and back. Breathe in, both arms up. And breathe out, back to the middle. See what you want, see what you don't need anymore. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna bring the arms down. We're going to come on out of this, shift back to the middle for a moment. Take a moment to be maybe a little juicy, a little floppy, and then actually take another breath down. That feels good. Sometimes you get so into the effort part that you need a moment to just be like a jellyfish. All right, so now we're going to find this on the other side. So again, I got to shift around because my legs are so short, you find what you need. Now this knee's facing forward. This knee, best on this side, I can't go all the way out. That's just how this is what my body is today. So I still have my feet facing forward, but I may not be able to get this knee all the way in. Something's going on in this hip today. I don't know. I'm going to listen to my body and keep it a little less. As long as I'm stacked, I'll do what I can with these legs, okay? So now I feel the outside edge of this foot, the pinky side pressing down. I'm on my toe here because my leg doesn't quite reach the floor. And again, I'm here. I'm going to try to get to the middle, extending my arms, pressing into my feet, squeezing my pelvic floor. Feel my belly button go back to the spine, lowering my shoulders. Reaching the middle fingers towards either side of the room, pulls that lower arm up. And I'm looking over. I'm breathing in what I need to take in. Breathing out what I need to let go of. Which for me is almost always anger. Isn't that weird? 4'10" little 48-year-old woman, always so pissed off. All right, here we go. I'm going to breathe in and come forward. And breathe out, come up and back. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. I'm going to stay right here because that feels so good. And take a breath. Squeezing my pelvic floor. Inhaling, lift up. And I'll do exhale back to here. Pressing into the feet, finding that foundation. Now I'm going to breathe in, come forward and a little bit up. And breathing out, coming all the way back. Breathe in, lift both up. And breathe out, back to Warrior Two. So we're going to go back to Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. And we're going to find our foundation again. So find the outside edge of that foot. I'm going to press into the big toe. I'm going to squeeze my pelvic floor and lift my ribs up a little bit by pulling the belly button back to the spine. Now I'm going to lower my shoulders, reach my middle fingers in opposition, look over. I'm going to take my breath to take in what I need and breathe out what I am letting go of. Okay, my arms are getting tired. That's good. Uh-oh, started to go forward before I needed to. I'm stacked, ear over shoulder over hip. Okay, here we go. Breathe in, reach forward, and up, and breathe out, stretching back. Breathe in, both arms up, and breathe out, both arms down. One more, breathe in, reach forward, up, and breathe out, come on back. Breathe in, both arms up. And breathe out, both arms down. I let the arms go. I shift my hips for one more breath here. This would be a modified goddess pose. Actually, let's take a moment in goddess before we slow this down, where we bring our arms out wide into a cactus. We turn the pinkies in. We roll the shoulders back and down, press through our feet, and we take 2 breaths right here, just being powerful, beautiful. Yeah, we let it go. All right, very gently, because we've had these legs open a while, we're going to start to shift mindfully, thoughtfully. We'll shift over, lift up, and bring the legs back to the center. Oh, that feels good. Okay, now from here, we're going to do a little neck stretch and then a forward fold to finish up our practice. Okay, it's always nice to know where you're going, how much more you got. So we're going to breathe in, lift those arms up, keep the shoulders low. Breathe out. This is my favorite. And you can pause the video here and spend a lot of time if you want. I'm going to give you tons of variations. So the hand goes to the back, behind the ear. You see that? And it just sits. My shoulders go down. I am not yanking on my neck by any means. I'm just letting the weight of the hand hold there. Extending my arm long and spreading my fingers gets deeper into these muscles here on the side where we hold a lot of tension. Okay, so I am keeping my belly button gently firming back so I don't overarch here. But beyond that, this is fairly easeful, just allowing gravity to do its thing. But really keep the shoulders coming down and breathe. Like I said, you can do 10 minutes right here. Now, if this starts to feel good and you want a little bit more, you can gaze down, look down. Don't really move your neck. You're just kind of looking down, and you'll feel a different kind of stretch. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. All right, and you breathe. Oh, my belly's coming out. I'm going to try to pull it in a little bit. And just breathe here. Okay, to let this go, you let the arm go. You lift your arms up, and you slowly look up. Take a breath. And with your exhale, hum it down. To the other side. Breathe in, lift up. And breathe out. Now I'm going to come around and bring the hand to the outside of the ear. My shoulders come down. I am not yanking. I'm just using the weight here. Pull my belly button in. Spread my fingers wide. And you can even lift. I might lift a little bit and just experiment with how that feels in the neck to just like goof around with the arm a little bit. But really, this is easeful. Adjust the bangs. And now I'm going to look down and take a couple breaths here. Pause the video and take some time with this one because it does feel really nice. Okay, now to come out, I let my arms come down. I'm going to slowly and thoughtfully, mindfully breathe in and look up. And then breathe out with my home. Okay. Rest my hands here. And we're going to get ready for our last little fold here. So I'm going to start with my shoulders back and my chest a little kind of shining forward and my shoulders down. I'm going to start to very thoughtfully and slowly walk my hands forward while keeping my shoulders back. Now, if I start to round forward, that's the end of where I'm going, and I'm here, and that's fine. If I still can keep my chest lifted, I may start to walk a little further down. Now, I'm feeling my bottom, my sit bones coming up off the chair. That's kind of okay. But my feet are resting. My chest is still forward. I am flexible in this direction, so don't you just be and love and accept your body exactly where it is right now. That's part of what we do in yoga, is we love ourselves. All right, so you can see maybe this is about where I'm going to be able to go today. So now I can start to bring my chin towards my chest. And once I found my edge here, I can let my shoulders round forward and my head get heavy. And we're going to stay right here. I'm just looking to see how it looks good. And breathe. And if your belly is on your legs, that's where it's supposed to, that is beautiful. And every breath you take in this position, if the belly meets the legs, is massaging your organs and detoxifying your organs and your blood, and it's just awesome. So we're going to stay here and breathe. Feeling the belly move against our thighs. Feel free to pause here and do a little bit more, or if you're ready to come on up, you're going to press your feet and roll up, slowly ragdoll, breathing in. And slowly rolling the shoulders up, back, and down as you breathe out and stack up. Oh yeah. Back to Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Maybe the elbows nice and wide. Bringing that intention you set back into your heart. Taking a moment of gratitude for the time you gave to yourself today. Do it. Do it every day. I'm talking to myself, Joey Walker. Do it every day. Don't skip your yoga. It is your body's prayer. It is the humility of remembering you're not flipping invincible. It's the determination of knowing we have got work to do. Our bodies need to be ready to do it. And it's accepting the grace that God is here to help us. Whatever God means to you. Spirit, source, whatever. Something bigger than you. Collective, everybody. Put your hands together. Exhale.